All right, so I've done extensive testing using Brock's recommendation. So I actually created a new site called test.nyoke.com, and it is able to resolve that from behind the network. So for example, if I do, so from within here, I did a wget of the resolved name. It says resolving test.nyoke.com. It resolves it correctly via DNS. It then tries to connect and then it times out, which is expected. Of course, I can get to the local server or the local IP without trying to go outside the firewall first or try and connect internally to internally. It doesn't have the information it needs to know that this is a local IP or that it's translated network address translation to 10.0.0.1. Brock, you said in your email that it did give you this. Well, yes, it did, which is an iframe. So it loaded the local, but it did not load then the, this would have done a DNS pull, found out that it was a 209.19.161.103, and then turned around and it would have timed out just like we're experiencing within here. So here it is again. This is in the constitution.org. It's not available. If we go here and we view source, view page source, yep, we're going to see that iframe that's unable to load in the constitution.org. That is expected, and the reason it's loading that is because in the config file, or sorry, in the configs files for this server, the first one listed is the constitution B, which is it's going to send them to this document root that has that file that is being displayed as the in the source code. So if I just cat this, there you go. It's the iframe that we're seeing everywhere, that there's a one that we're connecting to the local network. So I could easily get around this by creating a host file on this server saying, hey, this is local, but that would only fix it for this Windows server. I'm having the same problem with all my Linux boxes too. So I get the timeout message. Okay, I'm going to get on the whiteboard now. This is my understanding. So I have this firewall right here, and here's my network of devices. These are all 10.0.0. whatever servers, okay? On my firewall, I have NAT turned on, so incoming public IPs that are pointed to my edge gateway are going to here, and in this case going to .103, and it's translating to 10.0.0.103. So what I think the problem is when this 106 machine does DNS resolution, says, oh, okay, that is 209 dot whatever down to 103. It doesn't come out and then come back in to get there. It doesn't get to pass through this NAT. So why not? That's the problem.